Hey guys, it's me, your girl Stasia Star. Welcome back to Stasia Star Daily, your go-to place for everything makeup, beauty, fashion, the level up journey, love and relationships, and anything that maintains and pertains to the modern day woman. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about relationships. We're going to be talking about love because you know this is always a juicy hot topic on social media in 2025. It seems like every day men and women from all corners of the earth are voicing their opinions on what is a high value man, what's a high value woman, the type of woman that you should date, the type of man you should date, why you should be single, why you should not be single, child free or not. It's literally one of the most prevalent conversations on social media, and I wanted to add this video to the equation. Now over here at Stasia Star Daily, we are on our level up journey. We are the ladies who are getting to that bag and following our dreams from the inside out, manifesting the life of our desires. In order to be a leveled up woman, you need to level up in all areas of your life, like I always say, mentally, physically, emotional, and spiritually. And so in this video, I'm going to give you a few reasons as to why you need to leave them dust mites alone. Yes, the dust mite conversation has landed on Stasia Star Daily. Let's get into it, ladies, and let's get real. The topic for today's video will be 5 reasons to walk away from low value men and how to glow into a better love. And the whole reason I'm adding this to the conversation of leveling up is because, like I always say, you can do all the work internally, you can do all the work on the outside, you can get the nice clothes, the nice job, the nice car, but if you're still having relationships with people, whether friends, family, or romantic, that are not aligning with your values and your higher self, you are not fully jumping into your level up journey with 2 feet. You might have 1 toe in the dust mite pool, and you know what? Ain't nothing growing in there. It's nasty in there. Come on. What does Shira say? Back away from that dust. Come back away from that dust. And this is important because whether we want to admit it or not, relationships greatly affect your life. You literally can become drained, distracted, unmotivated, and even depressed or anxious if you are dealing with the wrong partner. We see it all the time. The woman who was on her grind, the woman who was in school, the woman who had that really great job, that beautiful car, that beautiful home, who got with a dust mite, who got with a man who didn't value her, who literally over time just lost her spark and lost her glow. And over here, ladies, we are not doing that. So let's get into the reasons why you need to back away from that energy before you find yourself in a position that might be difficult to get out of. And I do want to say I'm sending love and light and God's protection to any woman who is in this situation. As always, I'm not judging you. I'm just speaking from observation and personal experience. So I really probably don't need to say this. I know we're all smart ladies out there, but for those of you who do not know, a dust mite or a dustin is just that, a dusty man. In my personal opinion, a low value man is a man who is not motivated, a man who has no direction in his life, a man who is not able to execute his ideas from the 5D, the mental space, and bring that into fruition in the 3D, in our earth reality. A man who is disrespectful, a man who lacks spiritual knowledge. He doesn't have to be super religious, but a man who lacks connection with the divine and the Most High. I truly believe that any type of high value man must believe in something greater than themselves. A man who doesn't take care of his family, a man who abuses women, a man who talks down to women, a man that believes a woman's sole purpose is to provide for him, a man that believes that being a provider is outdated, a man that believes a woman was simply created to worship the ground he walks on without returning that energy, a man who is incredibly unhealthy. To me, that is what a low value man is. We can go on for days and days about a low value man. I do want to make this point that it's not always isolated to finances. Sometimes people are building their business. Me personally, I don't really want you in the building stage. You know, I'm a little bit too old for that. But sometimes people are building their business. Sometimes people have fallen on hard times. That doesn't necessarily mean that he does not have the qualities or the skills to become a high value man. If he's able to believe in himself and execute, he probably will get there one day. But ladies, that doesn't mean that you are obligated to wait on him. All right, so without further ado, let's get into point 1. Stop waiting for him to change and change your direction. If he wanted to grow, he would have by now. Don't waste your time, energy, and power in potential. Walk away not with bitterness, but with clarity. Your life will certainly get lighter when you stop carrying his weight. Point number 2. Upgrade yourself first, and then love will follow. As I always say, when you invest in yourself, the world, God, the universe reflects back that energy. Go to therapy, get in shape, pick up a new hobby, learn new things, invest in yourself and your future. The better you treat yourself, the harder it becomes to accept the bare minimum or the very less from anyone else. Point number 3. Let your standards be your spiritual protection. Stop arguing with men who do not qualify. Stop arguing with men who do not qualify. Stop arguing with men who do not qualify. No man should be greater than your personal program. Learn to walk away the first time that your peace is disturbed or disrespected. A man that's truly aligned with your future won't confuse you. He will elevate you. Point number 4. Heal your inner world and inner child to stop attracting pain. If you constantly find yourself attracting unavailable or disrespectful partners, it's time to ask yourself this serious question. What do I still believe that I deserve? And why do I feel this way? Is there something from my past that is creating this same cycle? Is there an outdated story that you continue to tell yourself? Are you showing up in your dating life as that young girl who felt abandoned or neglected? Are you seeking emotionally unavailable partners that mirror some of the things you went through as a child? Are you living as that young girl in high school that was bullied and felt like a wallflower, afraid to put yourself out there and go after the man or the people you truly want and deserve? Are you living in the past? You keep telling yourself that you aren't worthy, even though you've done the work to prove to yourself of such. It's time to heal that belief and rewrite your own story. You deserve healthy love, and it's time to be as delusional and over the top about it. Walk into the season believing that better is coming towards you and that you won't accept anything less, even if it means that you're alone. And last but not least, point number 5. Become the woman of your dreams. You don't attract what you want. You attract who you are. Get in alignment with the love you desire. Become the woman that you think your dream partner would want to date. How does she dress? How does she talk? What is her job? What does her everyday schedule look like? Carry yourself like the love is already yours, because in reality, it is. And now, ladies, it's time for the call to action. So this will be a self-love glow-up challenge. For the next 7 days, I want you to do one thing that aligns with the woman you are becoming. Dress like her, eat like her, speak like her, walk like her, rest like her, date like her, and even date yourself. One of the major things I did when I began my level up journey a few years ago is that I started taking myself on dates. I would go to the movies, I would go to art classes, I would go to wine tastings, I would go to the museum, and now it's just something very normal for me. I love going out by myself. I travel the whole world by myself. And honestly, by doing that, it really created the standard for me in dating. Because I take myself to beautiful restaurants and on really nice trips, I would not settle for a man who was not into those type of things or wasn't able to provide that for me. I hold myself to a high regard. I set a certain standard for myself. And the man that can honestly carry weight in my life would have to be someone who mirrors that type of lifestyle. If you don't know who you are, if you don't know what you want, and you don't know what you like, you probably might end up taking anything that comes your way. As I always say, leveled up women are not confused. They are extremely sure of themselves and what they require and what they desire. And also, for this challenge, if you need to, if you're still going back and forth with the Dustin, block him. There's no need to keep communicating. If he wanted to, he would. And to take it even further, it's not just about really nice dates or really nice trips. Also, I treat myself with compassion. I talk to myself kindly. Whenever I have a negative thought, I always challenge that with a positive one. If I'm thinking, ew, I look really ugly today, I say, no, girl, you look good. So it's not just about tangible or materialistic or monetary things. It's also about compassion, the way you love yourself, the way you nurture yourself, and the way you talk to yourself. If you begin to pour into yourself in all of these areas of your life, eventually you will find someone who is on that same vibration. And now it's time for our affirmation. I choose myself fully, completely, without apology. I elevate, and the love that is truly worthy of me will meet me there. Okay, ladies, so I hope this message resonated for someone out there. Always be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. And sis, remember, this is not just about leaving dusty men. It's about walking into a better you. Sending so much love and light and God's protection, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. God bless. Bye.